Hello, everyone. You are welcome to our program. We are here to discuss about Edo State politics as usual. I have with me in the studio today Mr. Daniel Obakozua, connecting from the ancient city of Benin. Hello, Mr. Daniel.
Hello, good evening from Nigeria.
Good morning or good afternoon from Canada. It's very dark. I
Well,
hope.
the cloud is very dark. It's raining heavily in Benin here. The whole place is so dark. That
Hmm.
is why it's like this.
Governor Obaseki didn't provide electricity for you guys. What about the Osiomo power plants?
Well, Obaseki contributed to some electricity park.
Mm,
Whether it has been connected to national grid for the use of
mm,
everybody depends on the what is his name again? The new people that bought that are in charge. So agreement will still have to be done because it's not a private initiative
mm,
uh, on how they will go about using it
mm.
for the
I,
betterment of Edo people.
I don't think they start supplying power from the
No,
Osiomo.
they have
Not
not.
yet.
They have to connect it first to national grid
Mm,
before distribution. That is how it's normally done, and it
mm,
must also work in
mm.
in alliance with the new people, what is the name again? Oh, this woman that bought, who is in charge of Edo. So these are the
Okay.
that's. Yeah.
Yeah, right now, what is going on in Edo State?
Well,
They are,
political parties, as you know, 6 days to go to the main election. They are still strategizing, touching areas they feel that they have lost out. They are not in tune or in line with.
mm,
Uh, though rumors are everywhere of alleged
mm,
crack in some campaign council. APC is not spared this time about the alleged rumors going around of what is going on. So,
mm.
but however, everybody is still on the heat, trying to continue to win voters at this time. I think it will election campaign will stop on the 17th or 16th. So the
Hmm.
16th will also have an activity where all Christians are coming together to pray for a
Yeah,
successful election for
election.
Edo people.
Mm. Peaceful election. Mm. Mm. So, going back to our previous show about Father Mbaka's prophecy for Governor Obaseki. So, the election is getting closer now. So, do you think that this prophecy will come to reality?
Well, I'm a Christian. I don't doubt the prophecy from a man of God. We have got, he has made a lot of prophecy that came to become true. I am also a
Mm,
Catholic, so it's a Catholic priest, so I would
mm,
not want to doubt. But if I'm yet to see the article, but if it is really true that Father
mm,
Mbaka has prophesied about the forthcoming election in Edo State and giving it to
mm.
uh, Obaseki, even what is on ground by if you look at assessment,
Mm.
Obaseki, when you talk to people, Obaseki is actually uh, the talk of the town now,
Yeah.
as everybody really wants to see him come back again
Mm,
as governor of Edo State.
mm.
Don't
Yeah.
forget, apart from I see there's a prophet, one prophet Ayodele.
Yeah.
Uh, uh, he did not come out openly, but he also predicted that
Uh,
it is only by manipulation that Izeyamu is going to win only by manipulation. He didn't say they are going to manipulate it. That is to tell you
Yeah, that
where
only
they
by
are full
manipulation. Yeah.
manipulation. Yes, that
Otherwise, he
is
will
only by
never win.
win election. So let's that is bad. But what we see on ground here, Obaseki is really on ground.
Yeah.
I know APC is trying to see what they can do to at least either to reduce the margin or to
Mm,
overrun it. But every action you do, more especially towards the election, a lot of annoyance and anger within the camp of the crowd, the people in Edo State, over some certain actions within the APC is also not sparing them. You go up, you go down. That is what I'm saying now. But let's wait for the real day. We are now 6 days to go. We do hope, just as Khan has said, they are going to pray for credible, peaceful election. We do hope that the result will also count and nobody manipulates it. The voters, the people's choice will be elected as governor of Edo State.
mm. Yeah. My presenter in Benin City has been conducting a kind of a political survey, especially at Ring Road. Majority of the Edo citizens are saying that they are going to vote for Governor Obaseki. Let's say 80 to 85% of the interviews that she did is in favor of Governor Obaseki. Just shows that he is leading. He's leading with a very, very high margin. You
I
understand?
know
Very, very high.
there's no doubt about that. There's no doubt
Mm,
about that. In our previous assessment about the senatorial district, we did made mention that Edo South senatorial district is going to be entirely won by Obaseki. But I think Obaseki is gaining even more bigger ground in Edo North.
Not. I wanted to
Yes,
say that.
yes,
You saw the
he's
wife.
gaining
When the
more.
wife.
Yes. Apart from the wife, there are some people, indigenes of the area coming into town within their communities, trying to gather vote for Obaseki. So if I may also predict again that when we initially said that Obaseki might be losing a donut, it might just be 50-50. So there was one viewer
Mm,
who also said it earlier that it's going to be 50-50. He's in doubt whether
mm,
Zeyamu will win that election. And I think I agree with him also now
mm,
because a lot of Obaseki is not gaining more ground in a donut. I don't really know whether it's because of the silence of Oshomole. You know, Oshomole has
mm.
always been the hits behind Zeyamu. The silence of Oshomole, I think, is really also going to tell on Zeyamu's campaign, more especially in the donut. Oshomole has gone into the back door now, and we can see real politics campaigning going on.
Yeah. 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 He has back up a little bit. Not like before anymore that he was playing the role of the candidate. It was just all over the whole place at that time. I think he's, backing up a little bit so that Yamu will do it by himself. Yamu has people. He has people. You know. He has been in the state
Well,
for all his life.
yes, he has been. I keep saying it. Isaiah Moon knows nothing apart from politics. Even
Yeah.
in his school days, he has always been in politics,
Mm, mm,
student politics, and
mm,
up to now, he is supposed to be a lawyer, but he has not practiced for a day. So the only occupation that Isaiah Moon knows is politics. So he should definitely gather a lot, get a lot of support. But the problem to me, I still stand on my ground that is timing. It is rather very unfortunate that at this time he is coming out to stand a man who has won the heart of the people so
people. Yeah.
dearly. He
You
has
know.
won the heart of the people so dearly. the timing for Izeyamu is very wrong.
Yes,
And
yes.
now
It came at the wrong time.
I'm only trying to see the margin of last governorship election and this governorship election, how the call will go. Because if you hear from the people themselves, the anger over APC's, coupled with the fact of the new increment in fuel in Nigeria over APC government's action, these are also contributing to another factor that is going to affect APC in this governorship election.
Yeah. Thank you, Happy Smith. Thank you. Good day to you too. Thank you all for watching. Okay.
This election is going to be a
Uh,
very determining factor for some
of
of these politicians in Edo. Many of them will go into
mm,
sleeping. I will use the language of
exactly.
phase off from politics for a while, because the only prayer we keep praying this time is that they should give Edo a free, fair, credible election, so that the winner, the people's choice, is announced. But however, I think the government is also going to do their best. Yesterday, the IGP, the Inspector General of Police, posted about 2 DG and about 4 or 5 commissioners to Edo to help
Mm,
supervise election in
the
Edo.
election.
I think the security will be tight.
Mm,
We pray that voters come out in their number. We pray that the weather will also be fair on that day, so that Edo will come out massively and vote for the candidate of their choice, so as to really determine that, yes, they put that man there. Yeah. Well, so far so good. Everywhere is still calm. They are still doing their little mosquito campaigning, and we do hope that it will go to the end. All thanks also to the Oba for the peace move he did. We shall not calm violence. We are not hearing about violence, about campaigning any longer. And all thanks to Shomule for withdrawing from uh, standing as if he's a candidate for APC in this election. We all the state actors, we thank them. All we continue to pray that we have a credible election.
election. 6 days to election. So, what is going on in the streets of Benin right now?
Well,
The heart of
there's
Edo State.
an alleged rumor of what that is rocking the APC camp at this moment.
What is that
Uh,
thing?
the money which was donated by a very influential person in uh, in
Eh,
Benin
eh,
to support the election of APC. It is alleged that the candidate Izeyamu is building a very powerful hotel with the money, and that is now rocking the APC supporters in Benin. It's everywhere. In fact, captures of the video. We do expect him as much as possible, because this is as another negative side of this campaign, that he should come out and openly deny it or accept it, because it is alleged that he's using the money, he's not bringing out the money, he's using the money
to
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 build
secure
a
a hotel for himself.
for himself. So is he, maybe he's now looking at the tide that it may not favor him, and he needs to have something doing. He has long been accused of not doing anything. Maybe that is one of the factor to have something doing after the. But let's see how it goes. We hope that he will come out to deny this allegation. It's very, very rampant.
It's an
When
alleged.
crowds
It's an
start talking
alleged.
about issues,
Mm,
when
mm.
crowds start talking about issue, before you know it, it start affecting your campaign program. And I do hope that he's going to refute this allegation.
Yeah, there are many videos flying around social media these days, but it's an alleged though. He
Yes,
needs to
that's what
come.
I said.
Yeah.
You don't have when information is not too clear to you. You said an
Mm.
alleged
Yeah, it's an
information.
alleged. Mm,
So
it's an
it's an
alleged.
alleged information,
Mm.
but it's within the Strait of Benin, everywhere. Even someone had to name the location where the hotel is being built. So
Ah,
it's still
God.
alleged because except he alone can come out to dispute this fact that yes, it's not the money from the campaign. No, it's the money from the campaign. So let's see. But for now, to me, it's affecting his campaign strength anyway.
Okay. So we don't want to mention the person that
Mm.
donated the money. No, no mentioning of name. If,
It's not
even
necessary.
even this morning, I called someone in Benin City who told me that someone donated big money to APC and they are giving 10,000 to everyone to vote for APC. I said, don't take that money.
No,
Okay,
no, no, no,
don't,
no. Don't
don't
discourage
be.
her from not taking that money.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, that
They
is
will
one
collect
thing.
her PVC. They will collect
Yeah,
her
no,
PVC.
no,
They
no.
will.
Except it gets to
Hmm.
the level of them collecting the PVC. During the election, we get to see a lot of things like this. They distribute money to make sure you vote for their candidate. You collect the money and get there. It now depends on the security to cover the place where people are voting, and so the people will actually vote their conscience and choice. It's free money. It's collected, and you vote for the candidate of your choice. No intimidation whatsoever. It has been happening in politics in Nigeria. It is happening. It has been also happening in Benin. This is not the first time it's happening. During the presidential election, a lot of APC brought money, though PDP was alleged to have also brought money. But when the people collect the money, they vote their candidate of their choice. And when the result came out, PDP won the election for Atiku. So it has
Mm.
always been there. It has always the people knows what they want.
You
The
know,
people knows what they are.
they said that those states is a APC, PDP state. I mean, that's what
Originally,
people.
that
Yeah.
is it. PDP,
Mm.
that is why when we were doing assessment of how they will win,
Mm.
well, if you remember, I said we can only assess them on election from the presidential and houses
Mm.
of assembly, because a lot of enthusiasm that the
Mm.
APC has not done well to vote them out. And when the result comes from Edo that PDP is winning, and other states are saying APC is winning, and eventually APC becomes president, many of them will not come out for the second election, which is the State House of Assembly. So
Mm.
Edo has always been PDP. The stronghold of
Mm.
PDP is Edo.
Yeah.
It's
Mm.
Edo. So coupled with the fact that the stronghold of PDP is there, if we are doing assessment now, and Obaseki supporters, many of them who came from APC, many are still in APC, who says they will not leave the party, but they will vote for Oba and work for Obaseki. So you can see the assessment is overwhelming. So if the alleged information that the money was brought and the man is building a hotel with it,
Mm.
maybe he himself have taken a private assessor to assess how it's going to look like in this governorship election, and he has to fend for himself. There was somebody who called me and said I should report it. I said I cannot report it. I'm not a reporter. I'm only contributing to your TV. That the money that Izeyamu got from our secretary of Edo State government is lapsing, so he needs money too. That is why he's accepting this governorship. So I said that those are rumors. You cannot say it's an alert. Say it doesn't have anything doing. Name one of the things. That is it. So,
Mm.
however it is, uh, Edo will always keep talking, whether they are factual about it or
Yeah.
not,
Mm.
they will keep talking. So let's
Yeah.
just, all I keep asking and praying for is that we have a peaceful election where the people's choice will actually be announced on that day.
Mm. Mm. Yeah. Like some of the videos on social media, some women, the video, I don't know, one place in Benin, saying that this is the hotel that Iseyabu is building. This is hotel. We are not sure of these allegations. Okay, it's getting too much. How dare you be videoing or just recording some uncompleted building in Benin? Said, did you see Iseyabu building the house there? We have to be careful with some news
No,
with
it is.
fallacies.
No,
Mhm.
it's not. You are not
Yes.
saying in election, a
Mm.
lot of alleged information flies out.
Okay.
You cannot dispute it. The onus now lies on the person in question to come out and deny or accept that
Mm.
information.
Mm.
You
Mm.
remember when we were discussing about a particular man, I don't want to mention his name,
Mm.
when we said he has every right
Mm.
if he wished to carry any candidate, but we
Mm.
were doubting, you understand,
Mm.
whether he's supporting that he's not neutral. But on a day or two or three, he came out to announce that he was not neutral. He was
Yes.
standing by a candidate. These are alleged information of which they are at liberty to
Truth,
accept
yes.
or deny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that is
Mm.
it. You
Yeah.
understand? So
You're right.
it's an alleged information that he's using the money, and that thing is rocking the APC as a party. The supporters is rocking the APC supporters as a party. So it now lies on him to come out on press statement. He announced press statement when they were being attacked or when their campaign, their b-balls were being destroyed. You remember?
Mm.
He announced that he had called a press conference. This is a very vital issue. The money given to you is alleged that you are building a hotel with it. So you
Yeah.
can't come out to deny
Yeah. It's
or
true,
tell them
though.
that the project have been on for some time with you. So let the people know, because if you say you want to come to government and you want to be honest, they must be seeing it right now with you.
Yeah. Yeah. You are right, Mr. Daniel. Sometimes some of the rumors happens to be real. Not all of them are fake. Eh? You understand that? Yeah. At the beginning, we were skeptic about the news that
Mm.
someone is supporting a candidate. What we were skeptical about that. But unfortunately, the person came out publicly to endorse the candidate. So at the beginning, honestly, I
Uh,
won't
well,
lie to you. I never believed that
uh,
story. Huh?
uh, please, can I bring information? Somebody is asking a question.
Okay.
The
Yeah. What?
Edo PDP chairman remains the PDP chairman. It is an alleged information. It is not true. He has not decamped from PDP to APC.
Okay. These are
He
the
was with Esama yesterday at the birthday. He immediately went into a meeting with all local government coordinators to strategize plan for PDP winning election. So the information is an alleged, it's a lie, it's a fake news. It is not true.
true.
Edo
Yeah.
State chairman remains, PDP chairman remains Tony Azegbeni.
Mm, okay. But we have not been seeing him like that publicly.
Yes, it's working. The PDP chairman, it's just that APC has a factional chairman now working.
Mm,
This is where the chairmen of political parties
mm,
carry a lot of headaches. You have to put everything in, so you cannot see him always in the public as
mm.
others. Yes, that is
Okay.
the normal terrain. Logistics, strategy falls on him.
Mm,
So
yeah.
yesterday he was with meeting with local government coordinators on strategizing on how to
Mm,
go during the election. He was also with he himself, the publicity secretary. They were with the Esama at the service for his birthday, Thanksgiving, and they went to congratulate him. So he remains the Edo State PDP chairman.
mm, okay. PDP is very organized, very, very organized political party in Nigeria compared to APC. APC, when you see APC activities, you can tell that this party they lack a internal democracy. But PDP, they are very organized in their activities, their events. Very organized political party. And the people too, they are very mature, their campaigns and everything. Kudos to PDP. Not because of Governor Obaseki, but I find PDP to be even the women's leader for Red Door or something. She came to this show a few months ago, was it not 2 months ago? And she said the same thing that when Obaseki did come to PDP, he was amazed with the way they are well organized in the PDP compared to APC where he just come from. So yeah, you can tell from their activities, right? You can tell.
Mr. Asukbo is asking about the prophecy. Well, it's an alleged information that Father Mbaka did prophesy that Obaseki is winning.
Mm,
Prophet Ayodele in Lagos as well
mm,
prophesied that it is only by manipulation that Yamu will win that election. So you can see they are all saying the same thing.
mm. One other, was it not Prophet Chinoso too? Also prophesy. You remember what
Yeah.
Professor Chinoso? Yeah, he did the
Oh,
same
Professor
thing.
Chinoso prophecy was uh, saying the
That
quarrel that is going to happen between Adams Oshomole and
it's,
Obaseki.
it's
That was
like
where he said
mm,
that they should be careful that if his prophecy actually came that Obaseki will
say
not be given a candidate, will not be a PC candidate. And it actually came to true. Obaseki was
according,
not given.
according to his
Yes.
video that I watch and
Mm.
also reference it on this show, that what happened in Lagos is about to happen in Edo State. That's
And
what he said. Yes,
mm.
yes. Yeah. So let's look at the comment. Guys, if you have any question, just post it. Mr. Daniel will answer it. Okay, what is this? I really thank Oba of this. Okay, he said, I really thank Oba of Benin, his effort to bring peace in Edo State.
Mm.
Okay, uh, but is there Yamu and Oshomole will not let
Well,
peace be.
I want to. Jeff said
Mm,
that the peace talk did not actually do anything. I will not. I will not want to agree with him
me too.
on that.
Mm,
Yes, because in Benin tradition, when your father wants to settle a rift between you and some others, the first person that receives the hit is you.
mm,
That is how a Benin man settles quarrel.
mm,
He hits you direct and caution. And if you look at the peace talk, yes, the governor is the chief security officer. No matter how you want all it be, then at the end of the day, he gives room for the peace resolution to go about without violence. And you can watch ever since the peace accord by the two major parties, they have been going on freely without any violence. We are no longer hearing any press statement saying they were attacked on the way. And it means that it has an effect. Because if it has actually continued, I know the next step would have been going to the deities in Benin to place an oath on whoever. So they kept the peace, and that is why everywhere is still calm. Everybody is just praying that we don't have a recurrence during election. That is why Khan has also going to do their part by praying on the 16th to see that there will be a peaceful, credible election on that day.
mm. What is the definition of can?
Christian Association
Mm,
of Nigeria. Cans,
Oh,
Christian,
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
all
Mm.
Christian churches in
Association
Nigeria,
of Nigeria. Awesome.
Christian
Yeah. Yeah.
Association of.
Mm. Mm. Okay. They were praying for peace for this upcoming
Yeah,
election, right?
yes, yeah. They will be
Mm.
on the 16th at
On the 16th, Ring
Baptist
Road.
Convention Ground on the 16th. No, not Ring Road, Baptist Convention Ground at TV Road.
Mm. Okay. Okay. So they want to pray ahead of the election. Hmm. Yes, yes, yes. It's very, very important that they pray for peace, peaceful election in Edo State. No matter what, peace is the first thing that we need in this election. Peace first, because we don't want any negative news that day at all. Yeah, let me see some of the real governor representative. Not only Governor Obaseki you pray for everybody in Edo State for peace. Someone
Everybody
says,
in Edo State, you cannot pray for the governor alone. People are going to come out to vote for the governor. So everyone, their safety is also important, just as
mm,
Obaseki's safety.
please pray for
Well, I
everybody,
don't know
okay, in
whether
Edo State.
Gandoji has arrived Benin, as you have said. Yes, we had a lot of visitors, not even Gandoji alone. Kankonso of the PDP was in Benin recently. Well, if he's already in Benin, he's on his own. He's not going to vote. He may just be there planning with them. Wike has also assured that he's coming very soon. So they are coming to plan with her and how to get all to peaceful, fair, and credible election.
It's okay. Ganduji, Governor Ganduji of Kano State has arrived Benin already.
That is
Please,
what he's
when
just
is
saying.
Wike
Hmm.
coming? Okay. Yeah, but he's already in Benin for not the election day. He's, he's going to remain in Benin for not the election or after the election.
The only person I saw was a former leader of APC who also went with Zeyamu. Whether Gangoje is in town, I don't know. I can't say. He's a former governor. He's an APC. Kankoso was also in Benin. I think Kankoso has also left by now. Uh,
Yes, it's the former governor of Kano, not
yeah.
Kankoso, or say APC former
No,
governor of
Kankoso came and left. The former
no
governor of Kano also
governor
came.
came,
Yes,
yes,
and
for
campaigned
APC.
for
Mm,
APC. Yes.
mm. I saw that. I saw that. I saw it. Was it on China? Yeah, yesterday. So it's an APC member, former Kano governor. Yes, Miss Wike coming to Edo State. Wike will come. Wike lives just in Rivers, the Port Harcourt. It's not far. 5 hours drive. He will be in Benin. No.
Benin.
Oh
They can.
yeah,
It's always.
yeah. Is it not
Well,
4 or 5 hours from Benin?
Ruben, I don't know whether Inec has become, though in the initial time we were seeing more of APC, but all of a sudden we are no longer seeing his faces in campaigning. Inec is my very good friend and brother, so I can also I've not been seeing him more often in APC campaign ground. So whether he has become to PDP, I cannot say now. Well, I accept the information. Maybe we'll get to look about the information and find out whether he's in PDP or APC. I know there's a commissioner from Edo Central who has also decamped from PDP to APC. Mm. So this is what is expecting. They are just weighing themselves to see where they will
Mm.
arrive or be safe. Uh, uh, so all we are still praying for is peaceful election in Edo State,
Free and fair election.
free and fair.
Okay, so Obaseki should listen to Wike. He will direct him.
We have always been saying it because, but
Mm.
whether the federal might is going to be heavily on Edo, I doubt. We were saying that Wike should listen to Wike, take advice from Wike, Tambuwa, because they
mm,
also face the
mm,
federal might and won in their states, more especially the Benue state governor. But I don't, whether the force or might of the federal will dwell on it, though, more especially now that the peace, like Jeff, who were saying that the peace accord, maybe with the peace
mm,
accord by the Oba, the federal might not be going to be very relevant in Edo. I am
mm,
very hopeful.
mm.
I am going very hopeful
Yes.
that the election will be peaceful
Mm,
and credible in Edo.
mm. Yeah, the peace accord will reduce the power of the federal might in Edo State. That's just the thing. Yeah, it will reduce the federal government, imposing or suppressing Governor Obaseki's candidacy. Because right now, the federal might is the problem that the opposition is facing. So, with the peace talk, it will reduce the federal might in the state. Hmm. Okay, someone said Pope Uzodinma, governor of Imo State, was
Yes,
in
I know.
Edo State yesterday, asked the
Yes, he
Igbos
was.
to vote for APC.
Well, yes, it's true that he was in Edo State. He went to the Igbo community,
Mm.
alleging them to support APC. But before this time, a group of Igbos at Welu has endorsed Obaseki. So how is he
Oh,
going to
Welo spare
convince
pass.
them?
The
Yes. So
Welo spare.
yes. Even Zayam also went there recently. You know, everybody is now talking from the two sides of the mount.
Mm.
Some of them also endorsed him as well. So the vote will actually decide who actually, a, politics, the people have now understand the kind of politics, because politicians have taught many of our people their antics and tricks. They are here or there. Tomorrow they come from one party to another. So what the people are now doing, not to lose out, some will be supporting one political party, some will also be supporting, so that when eventually any of them wins, it becomes a thing that yes, we supported you. So that is the antics and tricks they normally do. You understand? Uwelu is in Ego. They have assured PDP, and when they did their campaign, in fact, Ego has always been PDP anyway. Ego
Mm.
has always been PDP. So
Mm.
that is the antics they now use. Some of them will support this, some of yes, Uzo Duma was here, took the community, Igbo community, asking them to support Izeyamo.
Okay, there is one question here. He said, please, what about the case of a fake document against APC deputy and Isaiah?
Well, every
That one
matter
is still
regarding that,
pending.
yeah, it's still pending. Have been shifted to
Mm.
Abuja.
Mm.
Recently, all
Yes, it's pending.
political case have been shifted to Abuja, pending when maybe after the election, these cases may come up again, but we do not know. It's still
Okay,
on,
I like
but it
this.
has been filed.
I, I like this comment by Raymond Usas. It's not all election that can be manipulated or rigged. Mm.
That is very true.
Mm.
That is very true. The only problem we have when security is aiding and abetting, it is very difficult to manipulate. It happened in Ekiti, where security aided APC to manipulate the election in favor of APC. So it's true that not all the election, but when we talk of federal might now, when they are against you, there's nothing you can do. You can see how security policemen beating up a whole governor, a whole chief security officer of that state. If you can watch it, go and see the video. Whether Fayame has been the ban of traveling have been lifted on him now, I do not know. The present governor of Ekiti cannot travel to any country in Europe or US because of that violence that resulted in that election. So yes, it's true, but we just pray that the federal might not be against you, because it is very, very difficult. The federal owns the police. Look at Wike. Wike passed through here. He's a old chief security officer of a state. His security details were withdrawn from him 3 days to election. It was area boys that were not guarding the governor.
Okay, when I said the peace talk at the Oba Palace will affect the federal might, what I was referring to is that the Oba try to make peace between these people and they promise that there will be peace in this upcoming election. So the federal might was kind of exacerbating violence in the states since then. So with the peace talk, it will help to reduce the federal might in the state. That is what I meant by my comment. Okay. The federal might was this idea that Oshomole, because APC is the ruling party, they were using that power to come and suppress the opposition, okay, causing some violence in the state. So with the peace talk that they all promised the Oba that there is going to be peace, no more intimidation of especially the PDP supporters were being intimidated in the state since then. So all those things will stop. It will reduce the violence, and we are expecting free and fair election. That's what I meant by my comment that the peace talk at the Oba Palace will reduce federal might in those states. I hope I'm clear enough. Hey, okay, don't be surprised after the failure of Yamu. Okay, after 4 years, he would come back to PDP, okay, to contest again. Watch out. I believe you. I believe you. I think he's going to decamp to PDP soon. Not even 4 years. If Yamu did not win this upcoming election, he's going to decamp. He's going to decamp to PDP immediately. That's what my mind is telling me. So, okay, don't be surprised. Yeah,
Hello.
he said, don't be surprised after the failure of Yamo. After 4 years, he will come back to PDP to contest again. Watch out. What do you think about that comment?
Well, I said earlier that
Mhm.
a lot of politicians in this election is a determining factor for them to fizzle out of politics. And I think this is one of the challenges we are going to get. When you are not very consistent in political party that you belong to, you might not have the chance. You may come and be going. And I think this is one of them they will face on this aspect of the election. So let's just hope and see if he would come back or if he will still remain in APC. You know, the funny thing about Edo politics, majority of those who are APC are founding members of PDP. It was during their crisis here and there for at a particular time that you saw them left and join and form a AC, which now became APC. So let's see how it goes.
Governor Obaseki is a good man. He campaigned with respect to others and focus. Oh yeah, you are right. Yeah. Governor Obaseki is not that aggressive like what Adam Soshomole did the other time. Campaigning does not justify you to be aggressive and be using all kinds of political statements that politicians they construct their comment to be political statements.
Since the coming in of APC into government, you understand, election has always been, more especially this APC government. We
Mm.
do hope that this Edo election will be used as a yardstick that they have conducted a free, fair, and credible election at this time. Because it has
Peaceful.
always been violence
Mm.
in all the elections so far since the coming in of APC
Mm.
into the national government. We do hope that the trend will change. I just mentioned Ekiti. I just mentioned that the governor might not might not be traveling anywhere in the world because United Nations, the United States, Europe emphasize that any area where they are talking about peace, too much violence, the governor will be sanctioned.
Exempted, yeah.
And I think the sanction is still affecting the governor, if I'm right.
So he cannot
Because
visit.
there was
He cannot visit
a
some
meeting,
Western countries.
yes, there was a meeting, there was some,
So do you mean that any state that was suspected of rigging of election or election violence, the governor will be
yeah.
exempted from visiting some Western countries?
No, it's not all. What really happened is that the Ekiti state governor, Fayoshe, at that time,
Mm,
did made a petition to United Nations,
nation.
United
Oh,
States, and EU
mm,
of the plots
mm,
or plans. So they were not. They even sent out
mm,
spies into that state, and they then warned that any in any of the states, in any of the election where there was violence, the winner will suffer the consequences, and that is what Fire Me is suffering at this
mm,
time. That and it's chairman
mm,
governors
mm, mm,
forum. It's chairman governors forum.
mm, mm,
So that is what we are saying that the Nigerian we are still growing in democracy. More especially in this part of the world, violence,
mm.
even vote buying is against democracy. You understand?
Yeah.
But we are
Yes.
yes, vote buying is against democracy. But these are what of the trend we get to see even on election day. You understand? So, but we do
Mm,
pray by and large that Edo will not be the yardstick, and we will be able to congratulate the APC national government that at least they have conducted a free, fair, credible election.
election. Yeah. Yeah. Mm. So they will place sanction on
Yes, yes,
any governor.
yes.
Mm. I never heard about that. Oh, my first time. Mhm. So right now, Fayemi cannot visit
No,
some
no.
country, some
Yes, as
Western
a governor,
countries.
yes.
Mm. What about Buhari? Buhari election was not ranked the second
Well,
one.
that countries. Do you know sometimes we suffer some sanction which unknown to Nigeria? It may just be silent due to the nature of our election, or maybe, and you understand the hand.
Mm,
So,
mm,
but you might not know that he cannot travel. He travels, but because he represents the country, he is still invited here and there. Representing the country. It's not that they don't know. They don't know that the election they're producing was not that free fair. But I'm so happy with Nigerian as a citizen. You know, uh, Nigerian citizens are very tolerant. We don't go violent. Look at what happened in Manly. Election was conducted rigged, and the people
mm,
protested that led to the coup d'etat. But Nigerians, once we have done
mm,
our
mm.
election, we raise our voices. At the end of the day, maybe that is why politicians
Taking
are now
advantage.
the advantage of it on
Mm,
us. Everybody will just
mm,
okay. We can't kill ourselves over it.
mm,
You understand?
mm.
These are the issue. That is why
Yes.
the onions always lies on the contestant, the candidate to fight that we
Mm,
have done our part. It's not left for you to do your bit. So that is
mm,
the kind of situation we find ourselves in Nigeria. But well, we thank God that God, as if God just brought us together as a. No wonder someone said that Nigerian is they are always suffering and smiling.
yeah, it's true though. Even though we are all aware of the ringing, we just still take it like that. We take it like that and move on. We just move on. Yeah, that is the thing. We are not violent. We value our lives, so we don't want to
Yes,
kill.
society on Sage. Yes, that is what we are saying. That when we analyze it, that Buhari
Mm,
did not win it though.
yes.
It means it goes to show to us that a PDP's stronghold is Edo.
Mm. We did not win there
When
though. Yes.
he didn't win Edo,
Mm,
when the people came out en masse to vote, that is why we are appealing that when people comes out, uh, it's going to be a landslide victory for the Obaseki, as you understand, coupled with the fact of PDP and those who also left the APC to join him, and those who are in APC who says they will work for him but they cannot leave the party. You can see that victory is sure. He, however, we still need to pray. We still need to pray and also need to protect our voter that day. Even both parties are now singing that when you vote, don't leave the place, vote and protect. There's a new method the INEC has just introduced for Edo. Once election vote has ended in that polling booth, all the agents have signed, the presiding officer immediately transmits the result to the control room instead of carrying the result to a center where they collate it. This is a new format the INEC has just introduced.
Mr.
Hello.
Daniel, I'm sorry, Mr. Daniel.
Yes.
Let's end this show. It's getting too longer. Let's end it. We can come back and do with a new topic. Let's discuss about the new measures of INEC. So, those the mask, face mask, and many other measures right now in place. Let's just come back. We have been here for more than 1 hour. It's too long. Guys, we are coming back in the next 10 minutes. Hang in there. Just join the next show. As soon as we go live, you will see the notification. You receive the notification and join the show. We're going to end this one. It's too long. People are complaining that they cannot watch our show to the end. 1 hour, more than 1 hour is too much. Okay, guys.